Good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube coffee family. Here we are on another Flair Friday, getting things started off right with a little bit of Richie Everett. If you've been on all the videos, you know what I'm talking about. But I do have to say, setting up this morning, I kind of start the music a little early and, getting into the whole mood here. And man, I gotta say, the little like jazz music, especially when I play Richie, I gotta give it up for my boy Richie here. Man, it's just, I do have to say, it's more enjoyable. Before I was just hearing silence. sometimes I would have headphones on, but this is a lot better. I get into the whole mood of the moment. So I got the Flair. The Flair is hot back there. Let me focus on it. All right, so I got the Flair. I want to get right into the brewing because I don't want to trigger anybody here, and I think I'm procrastinating a little bit too much. But today we're gonna have something, or I want to have something very high end. So I got my little fellow Atmos here. Make sure the mic is going. Yeah, it looks like sometimes I've recorded like a 2-3 minute clip, 5-minute clip, and there was no audio, and that is no bueno, my friends, no bueno. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna brew, because I have all the little samples in here that Kent sent me. There's how many? 4, I believe, 4 samples. So let's pick something out and get into it. Now, last Friday, I believe the video last Friday, I pulled a different recipe as to my usual Slayer shot. And I said I was gonna talk about the recipe, and then when I watched the video back, it's the one thing I forgot to talk about. So today we'll try that recipe again, and then hopefully I don't forget again and I talk about it. But again, I wanna wait till I'm in front of the camera, and that's what happens. Sometimes you gotta talk about something, and if you don't say it, you just it slips your mind. So, but today I'll try to do a better job to remember. All right, let's get the fellow Atmos open. So you guys know this little canister does a vacuum seal to kind of hold your coffee as fresh as possible. And I like them. I've had very good results with it. So, the seal, when you make that seal, on mine, if it's full of coffee like it is now, I would say that the seal is gonna last you at least a week, because through time, the air will eventually escape and you'll lose your vacuum seal. But I would say it lasts at least a good week. So if it's a coffee you're brewing regularly, don't worry about it. Just, make your seal, leave it in there. And another thing I should mention is that for the most part, you could just leave your coffee in the bag that it comes in. If it's a good quality bag with a good Ziploc seal, you're gonna be fine. So, that's what I do. If I think I'm gonna get through the coffee in like a month, that's all I do. I just leave it in the bag, if it's a good bag. Okay, so, all right, enough about that. Let's see, give me 1 second here. I'm already 3 minutes, 50 seconds into it, but we're gonna dose out. Last time when I pulled the shot and I did that recipe, I was at grind size 13. Today I'm gonna go down to 12. I'm gonna be at 12. These coffees are very lightly roasted. So are all the other ones that Kent sent me, but I don't know. I think I'll get good results at 12. Let's try 12. See, should we just brew the one that's on the top? Oh, I remember this one. This one was something special. The word that I don't know how to say, and I don't even want to try saying, but this is the coffee from Finland. Oh, this one was great. Should we go? There's not a lot left, and I want to enjoy most of it as filter coffee, as pour over. But these Flair Fridays, it's what we do, man. It's what we do, the Flair. It's fun. It's fun to play with it. Okay, this one has a little bit more coffee. I'm gonna go with this one. This is the Coffee Collective from Denmark. So we're gonna go ahead with this one. I'm gonna say this one doesn't have a lot, man. I wanna make some filter coffee. And I wish that for every video I had enough time to do filter coffee and a Flair shot. But that's not always the case. I gotta kind of keep things going here. Just some regular dude, man. What do you want from me? I only have so much time in the day. Okay, I was having like a real tough time dosing out of these little bags, but today went pretty smooth, I gotta say. Maybe I'm getting better. All right, we are at 18 grams, between 18 and 18.1. Okay, so back in the Atmos it goes. Let me put this off to the side for now. By the way, to make your seal, you just twist it like this. I mean, most of you that watch all the videos and you're into this stuff, you know how this works, but you never know. There's always somebody new. So, I'm not sure if, that I never, I never refocused in the front. That's what happened. But all right, regardless, you see it there. Let me show you. We got our 18 grams. So let me remove the focus lock. There you go. Let me put the coffee in the niche. So grind size 12. So yeah, last Friday I forgot to talk about the reason why I did this recipe and where I got it from. But we will today. We will today. Okay, that was quick. We're gonna tap, see if we got our 18 grams. Well, we were between 18 and 18.1. Okay, 18, we're good. Okay, relock the focus. Man, nice, relaxing way to start the morning. Okay. Make sure my water's hot. Yeah, the fellow's still like timing out pretty quickly. Like every 5 minutes I have to move the little thing either up or down one degree. If not, it just starts to cool down. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I've had it already for a few years, but still. I mean, as expensive as this thing is, you would think it's gonna last like a lifetime, but I guess not. Okay, am I missing anything? Let me think for a second. Sometimes I get ahead of myself, and I am. I wanna warm up my shot glass. You know what, let me go. I'm gonna go get today the one from not neutral. So I'll leave you guys up here with the music. All right. Right on cue. I am back. So let's add some water here. So I want to get this hot. Okay. All right, so let's put this off to the side. Continue with our puck prep. Yeah, this is hot. It's not super hot. It takes like an hour to get super hot. You know, the Bianca in like 30 minutes is as hot as this is in an hour. So in like half the time. Okay. I just got the fragrance of the coffee, and yeah, pretty lovely, but very nice and clean. This one's perfect for our friend off with the heads. Likes his whiskey neat. It's coffee black, and it's bed at 3. Comment if you know where that's from. I doubt it. I doubt it everyone's gonna know that one. It's a good song though, I gotta say. Man, I don't want to get any channeling like it happened the other day. I mean, it was first time getting channeling on my Flair 58. So I want to ensure my puck prep is a little bit more up to par. Yeah, I know about the blind shaker, but you guys know how I feel about that. I tried it. I did it. It didn't work right. And then I had to do WDT anyway, you know. And I didn't enjoy it. If it's something, part of the workflow that I would enjoy, then yeah, I would have continued doing it. But in channeling here, it almost never happens, but we did have some the other day. Again, distribution, you know, if you have one of these tools, do it. If not, you know, you don't need this. It's one of those tools that it is fun to use though. So, all right, let's do, you know, today we're gonna go with Pasado. Haven't used Pasado in a while, haven't talked about it. Been, I would flash up the Pasado. I'm not planning on editing this, so I don't think I'll flash Pasado. But if you've been watching all the videos, you know what I'm talking about. But regardless, this is a beautiful temper. I really love it. But because of this little beveled edge, it just makes it difficult for me to tamp with it. But we're gonna go ahead today. I'm gonna go ahead. Are you? Yeah, you're good. You're focused there, I think. Okay, it didn't travel almost anything, and I'm sure it's crooked. Like I can never get a straight tamp with this. And now I do have a spring-loaded self-leveling tamper. I do have one, in case anybody's gonna leave that comment. I do have one, but yeah, it's not as fun to use. It's just like I do use it. And I think to Icape, I think is how you pronounce the company name, for sending it out, because I do love it. I always wanted to have one, and I'm glad I have it. To keep things consistent is probably the best way. But here's the company name. They make also this leveler, and I do love them. But yeah, I kind of like practicing and doing regular manual tamping. But there it is. There it is. Looks super nice and even. So if it was a little bit uneven, I leveled it off. All right, pot screen, let's lock in. Well, you know what? I've been remembering every time, so bring the handle down. Now lock in. Because what I'm thinking is, if not, when you bring this handle down, there's a chance that it's gonna push air through the puck, and maybe something's gonna happen, an adverse effect. So I think that's probably better practice, to bring it down when the portafilter's still not locked in. All right, let me bring you guys in a little bit closer. I'm gonna dump out the water from the shot glass. Get that ready. Make sure my kettle doesn't time out. So many little details. Okay, I think I got the focus locked up there. And yeah, we should be ready. Should be ready. Yeah, I think I centered it all right. Okay, and the water's up to temperature, so we're moving pretty okay today. We're like, what, like 10 minutes in maybe? We're already pulling our shot. Okay, it's all the way to the top. Okay, now, so the way this recipe works, I start pressing at low pressure, so 2 bars, until I get first drip. When I get first drip, I go to full pressure. So on the Flair 58, that's about 7.5, 8 bar. And I hold that until I get 10 grams out. When I get 10 grams out, I go back to low flow, so low pressure at 2 bars, and I wait until I get the rest of my shot out, which for me is 45 grams. And then we'll talk about the recipe. Hopefully I don't forget again. And I'll tell you where I got that from and why I wanted to try it. All right, so what I like doing, this is gonna start timing from first drip, okay? And what I like doing is as soon as I lift the lever up or the handle up on the Flair 58, I start this timer to know how long before I start pressing. Lately it's been taking me about 20 seconds. So right now the water's not on top of the coffee. As soon as I lift this up, the water lands on the coffee and I have to finish topping it off and all that stuff before I start pressing. So hopefully I explained all of that correctly. Let's start the time. Pull up on the handle. Get all the way up, get the air pockets out and top it off. Okay, it's full. Okay, I'm pressing, I'm at 2 bars. Now again, until I get first drip. Nice and slow, 2 bars. Okay, there it is, go to full pressure. So that took 28 seconds before we got full first drip. So I'm gonna hold it here until I get 10 grams out. Okay, today is feeling nice and perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna go to low pressure, right here. I'm at 2 bars. 2 bars all the way till we hit the 45 grams. At 2 bars, I'm still there. Real nice and steady, easy to hold it there. So just very low pressure. 45.2, I'm getting better, but guess what? I forgot my little, every time I forgot the thing again. Let me see if I can catch the first drip. So how long did that take? 53 seconds from first drip. This one was probably like at a minute 20 or something. So 53 seconds. Yeah, because we had about 20 seconds of low flow before I got the first drip. I had to top it off and all that. Something like that, something like that. So 53 seconds overall. I shouldn't say overall. From first drip, 53 seconds. So it's a really long shot. We'll see. We'll see, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. You guys know how I love them Slayer shots. Let's purge this. Let's purge this. Well, not a lot of water left in there. Okay, we'll let it drip there a little bit. Okay, refocus. All right, so let's taste it. Now the shot looks pretty, nice shot. So this is coffee from the Coffee Collective. Man, who would have thought I'd be trying all these top-notch coffees from around the world? You told me this like 8 years ago. I mean, I hadn't gone down the rabbit hole of coffee making yet, so yeah, I had no idea. No idea. All right, cheers. Okay, as far as the aroma, I gotta say the fragrance was better on this one, at least today. It just had more. Right now the aroma is nice, but not a lot. But it is nice, it's very floral, it is very pretty. Nice aroma, but wish it had more. Wow, it's another banger, boys. Another banger. This is really, really nice. Man. Wow. It turned out just like last Friday, pretty much. I would say intense, pop of acidity, but very well balanced. This is more balanced. Last time I remember, before I added a little bit of water on it, it didn't have the exact balance, but this one's more balanced. This pulled better. This is a nicer shot. Wow, very nice and sweet. Yeah, I'm not gonna add water today. That is perfect. All right, let me see if I can do this all in one clip like I did last time. All right, but first, since I might not be, oh, wow, all the water hadn't, okay, that is unusual. I'm not sure what happened there. You guys get to see everything here. But I thought I had purged it out and it just had like a little bit of air, but there was still water in there. All right, listen, I don't know. I was able to do this with no stress, no mess today, but now it's just water. It's not like, I mean, it's a little bit of, obviously a little bit of coffee with it, but very little. It's mostly just water. So it's not too bad. But I am gonna clean it up before I proceed because you guys know how I just can't. I can't do it. All right. Anyway, my shot is perfect. So I am going to stop the, let me turn off the heat. Okay, that's off. I like to disconnect it. Like so. Yeah, I already dried it, so it shouldn't even drip anymore. Okay, I know, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. Let's just sit here for a second, listen to a little bit of music. Because if not, I won't be able to talk to you guys in relaxation. That's not the word I want to use, but I just won't be able to relax. Let's put it that way. I won't be able to relax knowing that I left a mess here. Okay. Put this back, little candle, don't give up on me. I think we're good. Now I could just put it away. This is completely done today. Oh, I have to rinse it, that's right. I'll rinse it. Let's rinse it. Today you get to see the whole workflow. Besides, we finished kind of early, you know. Let me have another sip of this. Okay, cool down a little bit. And you know something, I don't think I've ever got that sensation, but all of a sudden on that sip, I would say a little bit of like hops, like from beer, and I love that. You know, Jay always talks about he doesn't like hops, he doesn't get it how people like IPAs. Man, Jay, what are you talking about, bro? IPAs is like the best thing ever. Okay, that water's not even supposed to be coming out. Something happened. I have to figure it out. I'll report back next Flair Friday, but something happened because right now that water's not supposed to be coming out, you know? So I'll figure it out. I don't know what I did or, I don't know, the shot pulled just fine, but yeah, I'll figure it out. I wonder if the little thing in the back, remember in the beginning, the little thing had fallen out of place and it caused me an issue. Maybe it has to do with that. I'm not sure. Yeah, but the water's not supposed to be coming out because the lever is, the handle's all the way down. Yep. All right, I'm just gonna give it a good rinse there, like this, and I'll figure it out later. I'll report back next Friday. Tune in again to our Flair Fridays too. I'll report back on that, but I wanna talk about the recipe and all that. Let me see if I can, wow, now this video got really boring for some people. Some people are triggered, I know it. Okay, let's see. Let me try to set up the lights. Give me a second. See if I can do this uninterrupted again. So I have to slide this onto the tripod, which I always leave it like ready, you know. Oh, I gotta remove the focus lock. Get the chair in place. Put the lighting back on me. These couple of steps is still way easier. Oh, I have the fill light. These steps are way easier still than the other, with the other. Okay, let me see. Okay, there we go. I removed the focus lock. Man, I don't want that to happen again. Let me see if the framing looks good. Yeah, I think we're good there, right? I hope I won't chop off my head. I mean, I always look at that now before I start. So I should be in frame, everything should work. All right. All right, and here we go, here we go. Man, I don't know what happened with the Flair. I have to figure it out. Anyway, cheers. Yeah, today I'm gonna say a little bit of, just a little hoppiness. And like I was saying, I love IPAs. I don't know what Jay's talking about. Jay, bro, come on. No, it's just, okay, so outside I can see out the balcony now. And so that you guys could feel the moment here with me. The sun is just coming up. So it's like really early right now. There's still like no color in the sky because it's just barely starting to have light outside. Like I see the cars like driving by in the distance and I see that the headlights are turned on. So it's still kind of dark outside. But I could see the reflection of the car lights on the ground and it's wet, so it rained. And you guys know how I love the rain. And it looks awesome. I mean, it looks awesome. Recently I showed a clip of that and it was raining and it was wet and everything outside, like kind of like it is now. But that was I believe that was in an afternoon. But it was raining and I included a little clip of all of that when I went outside to drink the coffee. Yeah, but today is something like that, so you can picture it. But it's darker now, way darker. Our boy Richie, he's back. This is perfect. I don't know, this recipe's worth experimenting with it more. Let's talk about it. Where did I get this from? I think I mentioned way back in the videos, you know, and I think I only talked about it once, but this recipe is from the DAC showroom. So the DAC showroom in downtown Amsterdam. In the historical part of Amsterdam, there is a coffee shop that DAC set up there. It's called the DAC showroom. And they sell their products there. They sell all their coffees are there. That's where I bought the little tin of the Panama Geisha coffee that I brought back. What else? The Coco Bongo I bought there. And I had an espresso shot. And this is the recipe they used to pull the espresso shot. And I asked about it. They told me that they don't worry about timing. They have it dialed in. So what they do is they go to low, they have a Slayer machine. So the Slayer machine has a paddle like the Bianca, but it only has two positions. The Bianca is adjustable wherever you want. The Flair espresso machine has two positions with the paddle, low flow and full flow, whatever you want to call it. So low flow is about 2 bars and fully open or the other position is 9 bars. So what they do at the DAC showroom, they start the shot in low flow. So in the first position, they wait till they get first drip. When they get first drip, they go to full flow or they open it to the second position. They get the first 10 grams out, as I did today. And after 10 grams, they go back to low flow for the rest of the shot. So they do weigh it, but they don't care about the timing. They dialed in, you just, you know, you do that process and it's gonna end up, the timing is gonna be right for the coffee because they already dialed it in. So they don't time it, they just weigh it when they reach their, I think they did 40 grams to tell the truth. I'm pretty sure it was 40 grams. And then they cut it off and your shot is done. So that day, I believe I had a Panama Geisha in the DAC showroom. And it was great, you know, it's great. I talked about that experience on the video when we talked about DAC and all of that. And I brewed those 2 coffees here on the channel. And I said that the DAC showroom, the coffee shop itself, to me, it's like, I like that style too. That's the thing about me. I like, you know, if you give me something like ultra modern, I love it. You give me something like old school and like, you know, dark and cozy, I like that too. You give me something like hippie, kind of like, you know, like you would find in Portland, a couple of coffee shops were kind of like that, and you'll find them everywhere. But that kind of, and Fuku's just like that. You give me that, and I love it too. So I'm open to like a lot of different setups. I enjoy them equally, but What I would say about the DAC showroom and their setup is more like Big Face here in the Design District. It's very clean, very modern looking, and kind of sterile kind of setup, like you would see in an Apple store, something like that. That's the DAC showroom. Fuku is the hippie kind of style. It's like, they have the writing on the wall for the menu, and just the whole feel of it is just completely different. But yeah, so that's the DAC showroom was, nice, but it had that feel to it. And when I went, the baristas were kind of busy. So, the interaction between us was, it wasn't like great. At Fuku, it was great. It was great. And they were busy. But, I don't know, man. I don't want to, I don't want to call one over the other. But at Fuku, it was just warm feeling and engagement, like, hey, try this. And, the guy let me have a free shot of something that he had experimental there. And it was great. And, talked to me a bunch about coffee. And the other guys were just, it was a lady and a gentleman at the DAC showroom. And they were just, they're just trying to get things done. So they were probably busy, or maybe they had an order. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, maybe it's just me. I don't know. It's the feeling I got. Okay, the happiness is gone. Wow. Now, man, very fruity. The acidity is just, this one is just perfectly balanced. This sweetness, which I would say like either like some sweet fruit or perhaps maybe even caramel. Wow. Now it's even better. You have great coffee when it's great at all temperatures. If you have something like harsh and not great and you let it cool down, oh, you won't be able to drink it. I mean, let's face it, not even with cream and sugar. It's just bad. You just can't do it. With cream and sugar and warm and hot, you could still tolerate it maybe, but, well, some of you, some of you won't, but some might. But this room temperature is just awesome. I like that song. Man, what a shot. Lately with the Flair, it's like, not just with the Bianca, it's the coffee, man. Let's face it. Everything I've done with this coffee, you just can't, it's hard to get it wrong. I think one shot was just kind of like, oh no, but it wasn't this coffee. I think that day is the day for some reason, I played with the blue bottle coffee. I had to throw away a shot. That's right, it wasn't this coffee. It was the blue bottle. I couldn't drink it. I had to throw it out. I hadn't thrown out a shot for so long, but that day something went wrong. I don't know what happened, but I had to throw it out. That's right, it was the blue bottle. That's funny. I forgot about that. It was the blue bottle. I'm sorry, blue bottle. Listen, it's an okay daily driver, man. I'd be happy with that. I'm fine with that. As a matter of fact, like I say, it gets you 80% of the way there, and for half the price. So what do you want, The Dunkin' 2 to me is fine. The Veranda blend, okay, yes, it's roasty and, but it's not bad. It's at least to me, it's not off-putting. Especially to make milk drinks. I'm perfectly okay. For milk drinks, I'm perfectly fine. For shots of espresso, if you like that more classic, like Italian type of roast style, then you're gonna be fine with it. And for filtered, what do you want? It's good enough. I'm not that picky, man. All right, sad to see you go, buddy. This is it. It's got that great finish because you just get like more fruit. Some people say that they don't want to taste like fruity coffee. They don't like, and that's the thing. Everybody's different. My upbringing is different than your upbringing. I grew up in a Latin family where coffee was straight up burnt. I mean, I've said it before. It's just, so the way like Cuban coffee is made is just like really dark roast, really harsh, and then they balance it out with a bunch of sugar. That's how they like it. That's what they do. And that's what I knew was coffee. So when I started to try to drink coffee black, and the reason for that was for dieting purposes. Okay, I wanted to use it as a tool. I like coffee, so I like the flavor, I like the taste. I like coffee ice cream. I like tiramisu. I like things with coffee, like coffee candy. I've always liked the flavor of coffee, right? So I've always had my morning latte with a little bit of instant coffee, just to add a little bit of coffee flavor, and then, a teaspoon of sugar. Now that I diet, I use some kind of, a sugar-free syrup, like caramel usually, sugar-free caramel syrup. Just add a teaspoon of that, sweeten it up a little bit with a teaspoon of instant coffee and stir it in, gives me a little coffee flavor, a little sweetness. That's my breakfast, been my whole life. And now, a lot of times I make, not now, throughout my whole life. Sometimes I make mocha pot coffee and I'll have that. But I like making pour over, so I rather have a little instant coffee because there's hardly no caffeine in that. And then make my filter coffee in the morning. This is what I normally do. But yeah, I grew up drinking like that harsh stuff. And then because I wanted to drink coffee black, because I wanted to use it as a tool for dieting, gives you a little boost of energy, keeps you going, pushes the day along, kind of helps you when you're low on calories because you're trying to diet. And I couldn't drink it black. It was just like, man, how am I gonna drink this stuff? So I saw people drinking black coffee and they liked it. So I'm like, man, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I need to try a different brewing method. Maybe I need to try a different coffee. Now you get the picture, right? And that's what led me down the rabbit hole of coffee making, learning how to brew, learning about light roast. And then the first time I tried something light and bright and like with acidity, I go, wow, this is like, I can drink this one. I was shocked. And then I just kept learning and the rest is history. You know the rest of the story. And then this became a coffee channel. Yeah, that was great. Great shot. As to the Flair, I gotta look, maybe that little piece did come out of play. Remember in the beginning when I first got the Flair, I said that I wonder if this is gonna be an issue. This thing comes, hits again or whatever, it gets, so maybe it is. I don't know, but I'll report back. Tune back in next Flair Friday. And yeah, all right, I'm gonna let you guys go here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys, my coffee family here on YouTube. Appreciate you guys a whole bunch. Please remember to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now there's a new hype thing. I don't know if everybody has that hype button or I don't know, hype it, like it, don't like it. Leave me a comment, do something, hit all the buttons. It doesn't cost to hit buttons. Just press them. I'm just messy, man. I'm just messy. Hopefully I leave you guys here with a laugh or a smile on your face. That's all I ever wanted. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys. This is a Friday video, so I'll see you guys on Sunday.